the My Boy Studios of Arizona. TUF 31, episode 7. Will McGregor go 0-7? Ngannou versus Fury's official. Let's go, baby. Welcome to the MMA-Holes. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you're all wonderful. Everyone stop what you're doing, hit the like button, share the stream, and let's get the party started. That's right, The Ultimate Fighter is on episode number 7. We're going to react tonight, and you're going to watch me react to that nonsense. Also, Ngannou versus Tyson Fury is official. And I would love to know what you guys think about that in the chat. And if you're watching on the replay, please tell me your thoughts in the comments section for the algorithm. All right. You'll get my opinion on the bout throughout this stream, but I'll give you a little sneak peek of what I think. I think it's freaking stupid. I'm happy for Francis. I'm very happy for Francis making the big bag. A little throw in the face to Dana White and the boys. So good for Francis on that. And Tyson Fury's already, he's got $1 gazillion in the bank account. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because he could beat Francis. It's an exhibition bout in Saudi Arabia. So no knockdowns, no hard punches. From what I hear, I don't know what the actual rules are, but I really hope as this unfolds, we know they're going to compete in October. I really hope that there's something on the line here because it sounds like nonsense. It sounds like just a cash grab. And it's just like a slap in the face to the fans over and over again. Not just this, the Mayweather stuff and everything. And by the way, I'll be on with Angel Gotti, and we'll tell you about what's going on Thursday night. On another YouTube channel, I'll make an announcement. But we'll be talking about some Gotti stuff on Thursday on another channel. So stay tuned for that. And shout out to Lee Cole for putting that together. Anyway, but it is silly. It is a little silly, especially when you have the biggest, baddest man in boxing versus the biggest, baddest man in MMA, and then it's just an exhibition bout. It's really silly, man. Like, it is. And I'm waiting for the UFC. I don't know if the UFC is going to really go crazy. Like, I made a couple of jokes on Twitter. I don't know if the UFC is going to go crazy and make a crazy announcement, a special announcement. I noticed that Michael Chandler put a Christmas tree, just like Conor McGregor did, alluding to the fact that in December, they might actually fight. A little teaser over there. But, and I do feel like there's going to be something special announced before the year is up, but I don't think they're going to be rushing to put it together because is the announcement that big? I don't know. Like, it seems cool, Francis versus Tyson Fury. If it was like a real fight, it would be kind of cool. If it was a hybrid fight, MMA and boxing, that's kind of cool. Even if it was a boxing fight, if there was an actual, blemish on the record for the person that loses the fight, that's kind of cool. But, exhibition where they're not allowed to punch each other too hard, that's kind of silly, no? Let me know in the chat what you think about this. Am I crazy for saying this? Dana's going to shoot Francis in a parking lot somewhere. I don't even know why he would do that because I got to be honest with you, it's just really silly. This whole thing is really silly. I'm curious to see how they're going to package this together where it's going to be worth a pay-per-view buy. I'm very curious about that. What kind of buzz are we going to get? Tyson Fury is a very good salesman, and he's definitely the reason why I still watch any sort of boxing. Tyson Fury is a beast. He's funny. But, I really wish this was kind of like a real fight, I fight with no hard punch. Fight with no hard punch is not a fight. No, it's kind of nonsense. And like I said, it's a slap in the face to the actual combat sports fans, and it's just another shit on boxing. I don't want to just constantly be out here just pooping on boxing, but I mean it's complete nonsense. If you guys want to watch the TUF episode, well, click the link in the description. Down below our description, we have an ESPN Plus link. Everyone that clicks on that, we get a little bit of a kickback. It should be starting any minute now. And let me fire that up. right now. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to mybookie.ag. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for a 100% match on your first deposit. Any sport, you can bet over here at mybookie.ag with our promo code and get a 100% match on your first deposit. 100 is absolutely wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Shout out to Millions. We got a link in the description for Millions if you'd like to support the athletes. Any sport, really, but if you want to support the fighters, click the link in the description and get some merchandise. Get some signed, sweaty stuff from the athletes. Millions got a great platform over there, and I like that they help the fighters out. So go check out the link in the description and support them on Millions. Okay. Conor McGregor. By the way, I'm excited about this episode only because Jason the Kid Knight. You know, Jason Knight's been on the show multiple times, and he's very pumped up. He keeps on saying, my time's coming, here it is. The way he's hyping it on his social media since day one of The Ultimate Fighter, I don't see how he loses the way he's been talking about this. So he's very, very excited about The Ultimate Fighter. So we know. Spoiler alert. Don't tune into the MMA-Holes if you don't want spoilers. Spoiler alert, Jason Knight wins tonight. That's going to happen. But let me know in the chat if you think differently. If Conor's going to finally get in the win column, let me know. Absolutely wonderful. 0-7 incoming. Let me know when they fight. I'm not watching the BS. All right. I'll let you know. So wait, how am I going to let you know if you're not watching the fight? I don't. Is he Team McGregor or Chandler? Jason Knight's Team Chandler because he's part of the vets. I did see PFL at USADA, and there were a lot of jokes about it. I think it's about time, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess if you want to take yourself serious, you got to have some serious testing. I don't care if they're on roids. Doesn't bother me. But it is kind of funny. I don't know. That might harm PFL. That might like fighters that leave the UFC might be like, well, I'm not going there now. It's weird, you know. Ever since I found out that Kevin Lee retired, like whatever happened to Eagle FC? What happened? Did Kevin Lee destroy Eagle FC? What happened to that? That was supposed to be the next best thing. People were sliding into our DMs. You'll see, Eagle FC is going to be this, that. It was nonsense. What happened to that? It just magically poof, gone. A little strange. Anyway, they're showing highlights of last week's episode of TUF. And here we are, baby. Here we are, episode number 7. I tell you, the juice for this show has it's dry. Like, there's no more juice. There's no more liquid. It is dry. And I have to be honest with you, I'm on my last leg with this. I like Jason Knight, so that's why I'm going to be involved in this tonight. But it is... Yeah, it's bad, man. The buzz is gone, like completely, like just poof. The UFC does need to announce something for this. Like, so if Conor is going to come back in some sort of way, the UFC's got to pull it together soon for that. Not to counterbalance the Francis news because that's kind of silly. I can't wait to hear Dana White shit on the Francis news. It's an exhibition fight. Like, I can't wait because Dana's going to go there. It's not a fight. It's exhibition. That's exactly what Dana's going to use. That's the card he's going to pull, and he's going to throw it out there. So, Dana should be pretty funny. Eagle FC harvested your data already. They're done. It was a weird experiment. I mean, I think it's still going on in Russia, but yeah, maybe it was a terrorist act, and they sent people in. By the way, if you guys could hit the like button, that'd be nice. So last night. I mean, we're just like, we're catching L's left and right. Last night, the UFC decided, we had a great stream. Sadiq Yusuf came on, and the UFC swung by and like, well, hold on a second. We're going to take your stream down. So they yanked our stream. So for those of you that got the alert and see, copyright, whatever, we put in for an appeal with it. But yeah, the UFC, another, fair use situation where we're pumping their product out there. We had their athlete on. We had Sadiq Yusuf on the show. And then they have the balls to fuck it. Like, dude, it's nuts, man. It's fucking nuts. So that's thanks UFC. Money laundering scheme? Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. All right, TUF has begun. Let me pay attention to this fantastical episode so I can tell you what's going on. because you people deserve a good tough reaction. That's when you know it got real. What got real? Here we go. Jason the Kid Knight. Hick Diaz. Roosevelt Roberts gets a lot of airplay. He's constantly talking to the camera. Okay, so Jason Knight. If anyone has a graphic of the matchup tonight, shoot it into the Discord. Them taking down the video. Yeah, you think they don't like their boy Izzy saying the N-word over and over again? A little convenient, right? We legit used it fair use. We're fighting it. Even if it takes 30 days to get back up, we're going to fight it because that is a little silly, man. It's not my fault your guy said the N-word. This is the first time I've seen the footage of the house. Here he is, McGregor. I got my McGregor my old school McGregor shirt on when he actually was like the best in the world. The best that ever did it. So he's got the shin guards on, he's got the headgear on, he's ready, man. Got the veins popping out of his body. How you doing, Seattle? What's up, man? So Conor's actually in there. Yeah, so this is different than the last time he was around him tough. He is getting in there with the boys. Getting that work in. A little hard sparring. Yeah, Conor, so he's sparring with this kid on his team. I guess Conor's like hitting him hard. Oh, he hit him. Imagine he knocked out one of his, the kids on his team. Oh my God, he hit him with a fucking, was that a liver shot? Oh my God, Conor with the kick to the liver? Dude, he's fucking, yo, what the fuck? My man just dropped him with a liver shot. What the fuck? Is this the kid that's fighting tonight? Oh my God, dude. He's beating up his own fighters, yeah. Dude's not even in the testing pool. Oh God, dude, what the fuck? He is the guy fighting tonight? So he's got a fight coming up and this dude just dropped him, his coach dropped him with a liver shot. It's crazy, man. Jason Knight. It's been around forever. I can't believe he's on TUF right now. Like, this is so weird to see. How he's not in the UFC anymore. He did the bare knuckle thing, and now he's on TUF. Like, what? The peaches? For Conor's first win. Jason Knight, the kid. Veterans are saying like there are levels to this game. Cody Gibson. So they're making predictions. It's gonna be the Chandler semifinals. I'm pretty confident this will be the last episode we react to. So you'll get your comments in tonight because next Tuesday I'm probably not going to do this. Now they're sitting down and eating. The veterans, that is. One of the guys is in prison. Oh, it's Jason Knight. Oh, he told these stories on our show, actually. Yeah, if you check out our Jason Knight interviews, man. He told some crazy stories, and he like found God and shit, and it saved his life. When was the last time I was inside a grocery store? Jessie does like this. She like orders groceries, like we're like geriatric people. But we do go. I hate dude. I have this weird thing with grocery stores. I can't fucking stand walking. Even when I was single, I couldn't stand walking into a grocery store. I get like this anxious feeling. Like, get me out of this place. I hate grocery stores with a passion. Lou Sasol was saying some stuff about MMA-Holes this morning on his YouTube channel. Spam the shit out of his chat. Who is Lou Sasol? Who the hell's that? Loose asshole? Is that what you're saying? Loose Sasol? Loose asshole? I'm a big fan of him. Who the fuck does JBH think he is? Think she is? She's a queen. Thank you, Crude. Thank you. So now they're showing Jason Knight's. Yeah, he's a good old boy, man. He likes to have a good time, man. I tell you what, one of my favorite interviews is Jason Knight when he came on a couple of times. Jason he's a funny dude. Whoa! Yo, Hearns! Waking us up with the 30! Wow!
Conor McGregor's got the steroids in.
McGregor's on drugs. Give it to me, Hearns!
Got my proper 12 grin.
McGregor's on drugs. McGregor's on drugs.
Pull down my pants black from the waist down.
Wake up!
Hey,
Get the cocaine!
Cocaine crown. Punch that old guy, hand truck. Oh my, titanium gym bone, knock your head sky high. The Poirier, Chandler, the whole roster. Bow down to the Lambo yacht owning monster. Every time I see that booger sugar, wanna put it up my nostrils. Can I take you to the handicap bathroom where I'll rape you with my Irish penis tonight?
Come on!
Hey, that's it over there. I wanna rape you with my Irish penis tonight. Let's find one over there.
Yeah!
I wanna rape you with my Irish penis tonight.
Wow, 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 wee-wah.
I was watching the replay on the video that was shut down. I heard Pulse comments when his boy from Houston faces Canelo. His relatives probably think police whooped him when he gets home.
Whoa.
Grimacing face.
Wow. Hey, Hearns, thank you so much, baby. Thank you to the Hearns dropping the $30. Dude, that shit, it's like I just took a bump every time that donation comes. Roberto Hernandez, baby. Come on. Dog. Top dog. The Hearns. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hearns. Back to the TUF. Back to TUF. So they're showing a little Jason Knight highlights. And when he was on his way out. Hick Diaz, baby. Always game. He would always show up to fight. Thank you, Hearns, for playing that for me right when I came into the room. Like I pray that someone finds this channel, like a new person jumps into the channel when that donation is playing, and they're like, "Oh, okay, this is what I'm getting into." Okay. There he is, Hick Diaz, baby. He says he's going to be running through you. That's it. You all better back up. Yeah, Eddie Alvarez was a good guy. He was a very good guy. Jason Knight has a JDM, though. Dude, now they're showing flashbacks of last week. The shove. Michael Chandler says, ton of respect. I want to beat him, and he wants to beat me off. This could be the boringest show I've ever watched in my life. So what else is going on, chat? Is it gay to run through a man? Well, it depends, right? It's a little weird seeing Jason Knight here being coached by Michael Chandler. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Right? Doesn't Jason Knight have way more fights in the UFC than Michael Chandler? Like, it's got to be odd. It's really strange. So, Kainoto, you guys had good, sweet sex after the gummies? passionate love making after the gummies. I tell you what, ejaculating after those gummies is a fantastic thing. So I highly recommend it. Heard Arizona is getting record-breaking heat these days. How you holding up? Today was hot as balls, man. 30-degree humidity. I mean, 30% humidity. And I was outside. I was like, wow, man. I walked outside and bang, I was soaked. Went for a walk with the little babes. And, yeah, I was drenched. I love the heat, but as soon as you insert a little bit too much humidity, I'm out. Busted cervix. That's the guy that fought the goat Artem, yes. Do you worry about how big your package looks when wearing basketball shorts? No, I mean, they're kind of loose. My package looks better in like if I wear something that shows the outline than the actual naked, you know? Like, it doesn't look bad with the outline, but then when I'm naked, it looks pretty bad. You know, it's embarrassing. It's like a clitoris. Take Mexican supplements and you'll never come. Why would I want to do that? I felt groggy the next day after the gummy. You felt groggy. How much did you take? How much gummy did you take? And how late did you take it? Because that thing lasts. Like, those gummies, dude, those gummies last forever. Like, it's fucking nuts, man. Like, I'll be 5 hours in, and I'm like, I still feel this shit. So I notice if I take it, like, super late, yeah, I do feel groggy, too. Only half. Okay. Yeah, it'll fuck you up, man. Those gummies will fuck you up. I love why. By the way, Jason Knight's talking in the background. He's talking some shit. He's like, I'm going to get it done. And you are Jason Knight. I believe in you. I love watching fighters get knocked out unconscious in front of everyone. It gets me hard. I mean, that's common. Yeah, it's common. We all experience erections from this. It lasted 5 hours. It took a quarter. See, Kainoto? See, thank you. Dude, I could take a quarter of that shit and, no joke, be fucking hammered. But I've been taking half. Uh-oh. There's a headbutt. Jason Knight's been headbutt. He's cut, too. He's got a cut. Oh, that's a good cut. Oh, commercial. Just when it got good. Just when it got good, Jason Knight got cut. Oh, my God, drama. Dude, imagine they hype it up like Jason's going to fight this week and because of the cut, he can't fight. I want to rape you with my 100 milligrams for breakfast. You guys are badass. I'm so glad you told me to only take half of the 200 milligram Delta 8 HHC that I had. Holy shit. Dude, I'm telling you, people are like, oh, that shit's not, it's weak. I'm like, what? I mean, I could be a complete pussy with weed, but I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, you take a whole one of those gummies, dude, have fun. Dude, so Kainoto, here's the funny thing. Me and my mom, when I first got it, my mom was here, and we decided to pop a full one each. We played a little Monopoly afterwards. We were just staring at each other laughing. Like we were standing by we were standing by the Keurig and just like looking at each other laughing. And Jesse was looking at us like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, if you like that one girl, I feel like has to take like the whole fucking I didn't realize how strong it was. I was like, how bad could this be? I took 2 of those Delta 8s on stream once, and I was like, this is nothing. So I took another one, and then legit like an hour later, when I was off air, I was fucking done, man. I was so done. Contender Series August 8th for whoever asked. Is it August 8th? Okay, that's a lot better than this. Women love weed. A lot of men's egos can't take it. What do you mean by that? Like, would they rather drink beer? Drugs are bad. I agree. It was like taking a couple of bong rips. Yeah, so what did you experience from it? What did you experience? Dude, and once you binge, dude, once you start eating, like if you have anything that has any sort of sugar or just crap food, dude, it like ignites it to another level. Don't even bother with edibles. I think I have a freak liver. I need at least 800 to get off. Damn, man. I tell you what, try CBDX. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. Dude, that shit. Can't take weed. Makes you look inside yourself. I just got to make sure I don't take too much of it. If I take too much of it, I'm pretty, it's the opposite of fun. Oh, okay. Enjoyable buzz? Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I find myself staring at the wall, or I'll just like, I'll find like playing a dumb phone game. I never played phone games, but I'll play a phone game. It's like the most entertaining thing in the world. That's like a Bejeweled type game. And I'm just sitting there for hours like, yeah, this game's amazing. I did eat a full one. I did. I can get through it. But I prefer to go half. I tell you what, I'm taking the Delta 9's great. I do like the Delta 8 too. I do, but it's different. It's definitely different than Delta 9. All right, so they're checking Jason Knight's cut. By the way, if you're going to do anything, marijuana stuff, do it responsibly and do it of age. Make sure you're of age, an adult. After last night's stream of getting, like, what the hell, man? I'm so bummed. Last night's stream was awesome. Like, the calls were really good. You know, a little controversial, the topics, but I thought it was good. 3 hours out the window because of the UFC. Did they just super glue his cut? My man just super glued his cut. So they're going to let this thing go forward. Yeah, Michael Chandler goes, if there's ever a guy I'm not worried about, it's Jason Knight. The way Michael Chandler's looking into Jason Knight's eyes, like, it's almost like Chandler's a fan. I have it like Chandler's like fanboying out with Jason. And why is Chris Pontius there from Jackass? What's that about? Does anyone see this guy, Chris Pontius? What is he doing there? The guy that used to squish his penis in Jackass? He super glued his balls? I missed that part. How many people are watching along with me? Am I the only one? Fucking Dana White kid pops on the screen with a Hasbulla shirt.
1, 2,
Hurts.
3.
Come on.
Take me out to
Let's
the
go.
ball game.
Take
me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker
Jacks.
I don't
Voice of an
care
angel.
if I never get back. So let's root the Cubbies.
If they
don't win, it's a shame.
Let's count together.
For it's 1, 2,
3.
3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
Well, the Hearns again, baby.
Couple days ago after a Dodger game, I got home, ordered more beer delivery. I fell off my porch, almost hit back of my head in cement.
Oh my-
Lucky bean.
Dude, imagine if that's how you go out. Like, I always think about that. Like, we're all going to die at some point. Could you imagine if that was the way you went? That would have been nuts. Oh, my God. Yo, Hearns, thank you, my man. Shout out to the Hearns. Making it rain. Making it rain in Salah. Yeah, look at this. We're almost at 15,793. What? Dude, we're so close. You guys are the best. Wait, hold on a second. Cody Gibson's got an MCL tear? Oh, boy. 8 weeks they want to let this thing rest. Cody Gibson. Significant injury. Oh, my God. Dude, that sucks, man. This guy gets another chance. Tune into Ultimate Fighter where we just sit in doctor's offices. Dude, I feel like I spent the whole time watching this in the doctor's office with them. Michael Chandler's trying to give him a little advice. He's a man of the people, Michael Chandler. Conor can't throw a bull or sing? What do you mean? His voice is fantastic. The hell are you talking about?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kanoto.
Not getting paid to say this, but fellas, if you're of age, you should try this stuff. I took a quarter of one and it knocked me out. I had the best sleep I've had go years. It's a weirdly deep, intense total body high. 2 joints might be able to explain it.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty accurate. You see me on the gaming streams, dude. It's like, it's not a joke, man. You got to be really careful with that stuff. Thank you, Kainoto. So we took the promo code. I think still works. MMA-HOLES for CBDX.com. We took a little bit of a break with them because the owners. He's an interesting dude. He's a very nice guy, but he's just very aloof. So we took a little bit of a break, but as soon as we lock things up, I'm still a customer, but the code I think still active. So if you do want it, go ahead, order it, try it out. 2 joints. I think you would be surprised. I do, but I know you're a veteran of the sport of marijuana. But I honestly think marijuana people would be a little surprised that it actually has kick to it. I tried weed once and now I'm gay. Well, I'm gay. What do you mean? There's no problem. Code worked for me, so Sausage said the code worked. Yeah, Kainoto. See, dude, I'm telling you, man. A lot of marijuana people are like, nah, that shit's whack. No, I'm telling you, that shit gets you high. You gotta see my mom though. My mom, like, she's a champ. Like, she never really shows it. She'll just start giggling a lot, but she never, like, she's got a really good poker face. Me, I'm like, oh, fuck. So we're at a commercial here. What time is it? We're at the halfway point of the show, and we're just waiting on Jason Knight to fight some other guy. If anyone finds the graphic for the matchup tonight, that would be glorious, because then I'll just put it into the fight reaction room. And yes, for those that are asking, the UFC took down our last night's video. It's Sadiq Yusuf, nice enough to stop by. We had quite the conversation, and then the UFC spoiled the party. But we're going to try to get this thing back up. If anyone cares about the cut, this is the cut that is on UFC Fair Use. I mean, just chill. So that's the cut that they super glued. Jason the Kid Knight. So that's going down on TUF 31 for those that can't watch along with us. Dude, be careful, Kainoto. I don't know. I don't know enough about Kratom. So what do you think? Kratom get you high? I honestly don't know much about it. But I tell you what, this CBDX, dude, like, I would take it every night. I would. But I'm useless. Like, I'm so useless when I take it. I don't understand how people function on weed. On a daily. I don't, because I could see creatively, I could get it, but you're not very productive. All right, Kainoto's in, baby. All right. I'm glad. Listen, that's cool, man. If you guys like it, it's cool, man. Like I said, we're not even sponsored by them anymore, but I do, if it changes your life, it changed my life. Certain doses of Kratom will get you a buzz. It's also addicting and had withdrawals. Yeah, I did some research on it. It's just not my thing. There's too many things that just kind of freak me out, so I'm out. Did Sadiq Narcos? No. Sadiq didn't like the conversation. So he's like, hey, boss, take that video down immediately. Nah, I thought it was cool, man. I thought it was cool because he had a different perspective, right, from what we were saying. And I saw you fucking assholes in the chat. I saw you guys with your racist ass shit, man. I'm like, man, like, damn. You guys are fucked up, man. Not all of you, but I saw some of you. And I was like, you guys are just, you're dying for, he didn't respond to any of you. So we're back to TUF here. We're on Conor's team, And it looks like there could be a finish. Yeah, I mean, maybe in time. I don't know. Maybe if there's more studies about it. Like I said, I don't know enough about it, but I don't know. There's something. I just got this like bad vibe from it, so that's why I'm just not going to partake. It doesn't see and people saying people like getting hooked on it in some sort of way. I don't know. I'm cool. And a lot of people that I see on Kratom, I don't want to be like. I notice a lot of like SCHAUB and like the people that push Kratom are people like I am the complete opposite of. I don't know about Kainoto. I don't really know Kainoto. But most like people out there that are pushing it or peddling it, I don't want to be anything like. So it doesn't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I got to try that, you know? Like Adderall. Like I couldn't give a fuck about that shit, man. All right, Conor, lead your team to victory. Yeah, tell me someone that uses Kratom that's like an admirable person. Someone that you really would like look up to. You know? Conor's 100% losing again. You take Kratom with fentanyl. Okay. Kratom is awesome. All right. Well, dude, I love the CBDX. I mean, I'm good. I don't need anything else. Joe Rogan. See, that's another one. I don't. He doesn't like. I don't want to be Joe Rogan. Like, there's nothing about Joe Rogan. I'm like, oh, I want to be like him. I want his money, but like, I don't look up to Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like a meathead thing. You know, mostly meatheads are on Kratom for some reason, and maybe people think I'm a meathead, but I'm not. I don't think people think that. I'm too much of a pussy. You gotta be a real man to take Kratom. Yeah, there's no way this guy's gonna win. I don't even know his name, but there's no way this guy's gonna win. Yeah, Jesse on fire, some meathead. You know, it's like, I don't know. How can you look up to Joe Rogan when he's 4 feet tall? I respect Joe. I do respect him, but I mean, I don't know. It's not like, I don't say I want to be like Joe, you know, like, I don't know. We're very different. This guy's saying my takedown defense and my wrestling. Dude, you're going to lose. Jason Knight's going to murk you. The brilliant sound effects. Which one would you like to hear? How about that one? You know, Jason wins when he promotes the episode. Yeah, Jason Knight has been so hyped about this episode. Overexcited. You wouldn't be as overexcited as Jason Knight if you fucking lost to like a nobody. Like, you wouldn't be hyping the shit out of this. Jason finishes this, dude. I'm confident. My buddy has back pain and uses Kratom for it instead of pills that they prescribe. A lot of things that I'm hearing, though, is like you have to take something to kind of wean yourself off of Kratom, which scares the fuck out of me. You know, like, I don't know. It's weird. If it works for you and it changes your life for the better, have at it. But, man, I don't know. SCHAUB is pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Brendan SCHAUB swears by it. I'm out. I'm out. Family cry time. Is this the part of the show where the competitor goes back home and starts crying, or he cries that he misses his family? So the rookie's talking with his teammates in the house. I don't know who he is. You don't get withdrawals? All right. I do read a lot that people get it, so at least that doesn't happen to you. But I don't know, man. Do you like Kratom better than? Do you like the experience better than the edible? You know what's funny? I'm not a drug guy. Like, even though I'm taking CBDX, like, and I enjoy it very much, I'm not the type of guy that wants to try all different things. I don't like if it makes me happy. It seems relatively harmless. I'm just gonna take that and be happy. Like I don't need to I don't know. Some people need to constantly switch things up and try all different things. I'm not that type of guy. You know. Kratom is a leaf. Weed is better though. I do believe in weed. I think there's a lot of healing benefits of marijuana. Just by CBD alone, you know, I did feel it helped me stop, what's it called? Taking Xanax, you know, when I was getting all paranoid and anxious. But now, like, getting high overrode me wanting to see CBD. I like kratom because it works for pain and the edibles don't, but I do have a lot of pain. I experience a lot of shoulder pain. So you're saying if I have a bunch of shoulder pain from previous injuries, like, dude, I have fucked up shoulders. Oh, Xanax is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I would never even touch that again. The last time I took Xanax was when I was in the hospital. Like, I had to because I thought I was having a heart attack. But, yeah, Xanax is, don't take that shit. Don't take Adderall either. Stay away. I don't know, all that shit. Stay the fuck away. So this guy's name is Landon. Landon Quinones? Is that who it is? I like this lady's hair. It's like, it's a little, it's very soccer mom-ish. It's so wild, man. He looks just like his mom. It's crazy. I think Logan is gonna look like Jesse. I have a feeling. Wow, he looks just like her. Back home with the family, showing the gym. Time's a ticking. Someone's getting finished. I think it's you, Wolfpack. Your dad is correct. Your dad is correct. But even alcohol and weed, you know, like alcohol is pretty bad too if you think about it. Alcohol is pretty fucked up. There's no benefits of alcohol, you know, other than you know, numbing the pain of life. There's no benefits. There's zero benefits of alcohol. Anytime I've went down that rabbit hole of alcohol, it's always led to bad things, you know. Or I've had fun. I had a lot of fun with alcohol, but I don't know. Think about it. You get hung over with alcohol, you know? Like, if you have too much fun with it, you're puking the next day. I mean, that just shows you. What is that alcohol actually doing to you, you know? Alcohol makes ugly women pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I would have probably had higher standards without alcohol. I probably, fuck it. There's a tough show going on. I'm pretending I care. When we get into the fights, I will do immaculate play-by-play, perfection.
That's why I wanted
Cowboy.
a fan, a sold-out crowd to walk out that tunnel, blow the roof off this place, and look over and see my son like, wow, Dad, that's you. And see the look on his face. Wow, Dad.
Get the harmonicas out.
Wow,
Dad.
You make me feel so proud, Daddy Cowboy. You make me feel so proud.
How about the Hearns tonight?
Daddy Cowboy. Don't cry, Daddy Cowboy. Don't cry. You make me feel so proud.
And see the look on his face.
Daddy Cowboy.
Wow, Dad.
Oh, such a
Wow,
good one.
Dad.
Mystic, I'm 37 as an ex-addict on everything you can imagine. Nowadays it's very scary. People are dropping dead.
So how did you, you're ex-addict, so how did you cut everything? Oh, well, you still drink alcohol, right? Listen, we can't cut everything. There's always going to be something that's going to get us. But yeah, so what, pills? And thank you, Roberto. Appreciate it. Yeah, I never was a, like, I did a little Xanax when I started dealing with anxiety. But I never, like, you know, I don't know. I never was a pill person. I never really was a drug person. I liked weed in college. So getting back into it now, I'm coming full circle. It seems like, I mean, drugs, you know, a lot of people deal with it. Everyone was on Oxy. Oh my God, Oxy, yeah. Like I said, I had 3 shoulder surgeries, right? When I would get pain medicine, my buddy was like, yo, I got a guy. And I was like, I can make some money off this? Like, yeah. It's like, all right. Just don't tell me. Don't tell me where it went. And people would pay for that shit. It's crazy. It's disgusting to think about. There was a guy, I went to a concert once, and this guy was on some sort of painkillers. He was mixing with booze. It was literally like Weekend at Bernie's. The dude was like, he couldn't even stand. And we had to just drag this corpse around the festival that we were at. And I'm like, why do you want to be like that? Dude, you're literally like, you're numb. Like, you're just like, yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. So that kind of disturbed me. I was like, yeah, I'm cool, man. So I would have surgeries, and only if I was like, I would have to be in tremendous pain in order to take something. I would always just say, fuck it, man. I'm gonna tough this out. Because 1, I didn't want to get addicted to it, and 2, it actually fucked up my stomach. Oh, it is mental illness for sure. Thankfully, I never found the urge to get addicted to that. 3 spine surgeries, none of that shit works. Man, spine surgery, that sounds pretty severe. Holy shit, 3 spine surgeries? My God. Is that a gym? What do you got? Rendezvous? Damn, I can't fucking... My allergies are terrible. Rendezvous Europe. Are you in a gym there? What's that picture of? It's very small. Many people with stomach issues use painkillers for that. No, it fucks up. Like anything with codeine in it, I can't take. It fucks me up. My stomach gets all banged out from that. So I can't take anything with codeine. I never got blackout drunk. I puke a lot though. You never got blackout drunk? I've been there. But I had a very good superpower to understand where my threshold was, you know? Does anyone have the picture of this fight? This show is almost over, and they're in the hot tub. Dude, how quick is this fight going to be? What? They're in a hot tub. You make me feel so proud, Daddy Cowboy. This is going to be over and around. I can't find the graphic of the matchup. Got to pick no tell the tape? Okay, let's see what you got. You got it in the Discord? Thank you, Seal. Don't cry, Daddy Cowboy. I got another leak in my irrigation. Not like you guys give a shit, but it's pretty bad. And I got this guy coming over at 6 tomorrow. It's like, come on, man. Let's see. All right, that'll do. That'll do, thanks. Little Seal. Poor little Seal, man. Yo, the dude had like the best timestamps last night. He fucking went through there. Must have had a pen and paper, went through it. And then the UFC takes down that video. We should sue the UFC. That man works hard for nothing. That man works hard in the chat. And the UFC just takes the video down. A slap in the Seal's face. They're getting on the scales now. Quinones. I'm trying to get this graphic up here. Her.
Wonderful, wonderful.
My last arrest was 2008 Labor Day weekend. I just had bought a new Passat, landed a job in USC restoration of a historic library. Judge Blumenfield Glendale Court told me if I see you in my courtroom again.
Wow.
Prison.
Damn, that's a reality check, right? Dude, it's amazing. Yo, Roberto's got some turnaround story, man. Thank you, Hearns. Shout out to the Hearns. He pulled it together nicely. Dude, you should do like seminars and shit for people that, you know, are in bad places. And he owns a successful business and he's living the dream. That's pretty cool, man. That's actually pretty cool. What would you give your anxiety back in the day? I tell you what, so my anxiety is better now, a lot better now. But when it was at its peak, it was like I was in my 30s. I was going through like a divorce and it was bad, man. It was really bad. Like I started like I was driving and I would just like have these massive panic attacks where I'd have to pull over. And like, what the, am I dying? I'm like, what's going on here? And then I would get like weird panic. I still to this day, not as much anymore because I cut out a couple of things. But I used to get like panic attacks at the barbershop. Like it was weird. I would like start spazzing out. And I'd be sweating and feel like I was dying. They were really bad. I don't know if anyone's had a massive panic attack where you think you're having a heart attack, but it's a brutal feeling. Jessie gets it bad too. I've seen Jessie like, dude, Jessie gets them really bad. She's on the floor and it's scary. It's a scary thing. Your mind plays tricks on you. So if anyone has panic attacks, first off, change your lifestyle. Change what you put in your body. Very important. Stay away from sugar. I'm telling you, stay away from stress. I mean, it's tough to avoid that. And very important, your surroundings. Do not surround yourself with toxic people. Don't. If you do not mesh well with the people in your circle, move away from them. Even if you got kids, divorce them. Do not fucking, I'm telling you, it's not cheaper to keep her because it's just not worth it, man. Don't cry, Dad, a cowboy. What did I use to get this on here? I can't remember. I'm just trying to figure out how I did this last time. We're just going to add a scene. Window capture. Jason Knight is ready. Wow, we have literally 10 minutes left in this show, and we still haven't gotten into the fight yet. It's crazy. I'll just use this. Thank you, Sausage. Appreciate it, man. I don't know why it took me so long to do. All right, this will do. It's okay. Quinones and Jason Knight. It's a pretty ghetto setup, but it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. This guy, yo, Jason Knight's gonna finish him in one. Mama, I'm coming home. Oh, fuck. Okay. Rename. All right, I'll get back into the chat in a second. Sorry, guys. I got a little sidetracked. Getting ready for this 10-second fight. Pull the demons out. Not to mention fences used. So many other things besides drugs. Tree rounds? Not tree rounds. I swear the short you guys have up of you speaking like Mackenzie Dern is absolutely hilarious. I think I've watched it at least a couple of times per week. Dude, keep on watching it. So, fun fact, the Bruce Buffer short that we put up is going to be like around 30K views. We made $2 off of that. Dude, shorts make no money. But keep watching it. Have it on replay. Share it. Like it. Comment on it. Just go ahead. I mean, it's still an extra $2 in the pocket, you know? So I don't know what Mackenzie's got, but thank you, man. Shorts seem pretty consistent with views. I love countless old friends from drugs. It wasn't just the drug faults. Yeah, 100%. All right, let's get to this fight, man. I'm hungry for some carnage. People don't want to admit it, but fentanyl is needed to keep people well on the streets. Yeah, I don't know enough about fentanyl. I'd always be fighting a panic attack when getting my hair cut. Some gay guy playing with my hair telling me what a cute kid I was. Dude, it's weird. I don't know. I feel like I need to see a therapist in the worst way and figure out why do I get panic attacks at barbershops. I have the best experiences at barbershops, especially in New York. We were laughing like crazy, man. The sarcasm at the barbershop was so funny, man. Yet I would get these weird panic attacks. And maybe it is a man touching me. I don't know. Okay, we're going to a commercial. There is... Okay, so there is... All right, so there's 10 minutes left. So, yeah, it's not going to go past one round. Thank you, Ace of Spades.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Conor going to jump in and bust Jason up if his dude... Yeah, like if he pushes Chandler in the last one, going 0 for 6, what is he going to do in this one? I think a chiropractor is the biggest scam in the world. I used to fight with my ex about that. I think chiropractors are a joke, and they're not real doctors. There, I said it. Joke. I feel they do more damage than good. I even think PT, physical therapy, is kind of a joke as well in some cases. It's just a waste of time. But chiropractors are just, they're not doctors. It's bizarre. The shit that they're doing to you. It's like that's not supposed to happen. The pops and cracks in your back are not, it's not supposed to happen. It's not. They're fake. They're not doctors. I know a lot of people that went to chiropractors for a long time and are more fucked up now. They are a scam, I'm telling you. I used to fight with my ex about it all the time. She was hooked on the chiropractor and she would go constantly. And I'm like, you're just wasting money. Yeah, I mean, that's just from my experience. So I stay far away. Yoga's supposedly fantastic. Yeah, that is. I got to stretch more. Like I stretch a lot, but my lower half of my body is very unflexible. It's pretty bad. I gotta fucking. Is it gay to crack your back? Yes, it's very homosexual. It's homoerotic. Erotic. The donkey part. Yeah, I'm waiting for one fighter to just fucking crack me for goofing on him. I kind of feel bad for the one with what's her name? The Canadian. What's her name? Demopoulos. I kind of cringe. I saw my brother liked it. He doesn't really like many things that we do, but I saw he liked that because he has the same dysfunctional sense of humor as me. I was making fun of her voice. Cupping? Yeah, I never done that. I don't know how it does help, but... You had an enlargement surgery and it went terrible? Anyway, I'm sorry. I got lost in the chat for a second. We're waiting for the fight to get going here. It's 7:52 in Arizona, and the fight has not got started. So, imagine like they pull a fast one and they don't even show a fight. So now we know why Jason Knight was all excited. He knocks this dude out in the first round or submits him. He might submit him. Hurts. Dropping a Logan. Come on.
Hey, I need a little help over here. I got some shit in my diaper.
Come on!
I need someone to fucking change me.
Logan, I've got knives in my hand. Logan, I'm a feral angry man.
What do I gotta do around here to get myself a tit? I'm starving. Don't look at my sister that way. I'm warning you, bub.
Warn me.
Logan, I've got knives in my hand. Logan, I'm a feral angry man. Logan, I've got knives in my hand. Logan, I'm a feral angry man.
Yeah, Hearns.
Who the fuck is Logan Paul?
Come on, Hearns. Feed it to me, baby.
Mystic, I don't know if you are familiar with USC. I had access to the private archives. They have books behind bars. I was in there. During this time, it was one of my darkest days. Looking back, it's crazy.
Oh my God. Dude, that's nuts. Like I said, I can't believe you were able to bounce back from that. Thank you to the Hearns with a 622. Here we go. We got Jason Knight coming in hard on Quinones, and Quinones trying to tangle him up with the underhook. Pushes Knight to the cage. Knight looks for the guillotine, then looks to spin Quinones around. Quinones shooting for a double on Jason Knight. Jason pushing on the back of the head, and Quinones gets it, the double. Here comes the triangle. Jason Knight trying to get the legs up high. Conor McGregor loving the takedown. Oh, Jason going for an armbar. Quinones trying to pass through it. Jason throws up the triangle. Come on, did I call it? Did I call it? Did I call it? Did I call it? The triangle is tight. 4:09 left. Oh, there it is. I knew it. I called it, baby. They call me Mystic Moss. They call me Mystic Moss as Jason Knight does it not only in the first round, but he throws up a triangle. Spoiler alert, motherfucker.
Carnage! Lick the carnage, embrace the carnage, go on a date with carnage. Vote for carnage, make babies with carnage, play jokes on carnage, masturbate with carnage, ejaculate the carnage, propose to the carnage, enjoy pancakes with the carnage, celebrate the carnage.
I seen that coming from a mile away. Don't need to give me spoilers. As soon as he got taken down, I knew it. I fucking knew this guy was going to throw up a triangle. Dude, Jason's a beast, man. He's got the jits. And this kid didn't even... Dude, he's in way over his head. Jason's a fucking seasoned veteran. Dude fell right into the trap. He made it look easy. Take me down? Okay, I'll fucking throw a triangle up. Dude, badass. Hick Diaz. Yeah, see? Yeah. Jason totally spoiled this. Jason totally... Dude, he totally spoiled this on his social media. Not the fact that he was going to throw up a triangle. But, dude, you wouldn't be fired up like he is if you lost. You would not even be talking about it. Dude, hilarious. Dude, oh my God. Veterans are just running through the prospects. They're all just losing. Conor's over 7. Oh my God. I hope Jason wins this. Honestly, I really want Jason. I think Jason goes pretty far into it, considering how excited he is. Conor's upset. He's pacing back and forth. I mean, what do they expect, though? Like, what do they expect these kids to do? You know? I mean, the kid got the takedown on him. If that's something to get, you know, a moral victory. Jason Knight. We should bring back the Jason Knight donation. I have a panic attack where I couldn't breathe. Yeah, I've been there. Dude, it's fucking... Yo, I could do a whole stream on panic attacks. I have so many different scenarios where I legit thought I was going to die. Like craziness, man. It's serious. Panic attacks are very serious. Some people think they're having them. You know when you're having it. Like, you fucking know. You're like, oh my God. So Conor shows a little respect with Jason Knight. Okay, he's getting in the cage. He's over 7. So much for that scratch on his head. That cut. Let's go, Jason. Yeah, he's high-fiving all his people. Jason Knight. They scare you, man. Yep, right, Ann? This is craziness. Clean sweep. It's never happened before. Conor's not happy, so he does the walk of shame out of the cage. Then niggas, that's never happened before. Well, have you ever had a season with prospects versus veterans? Like, what do you expect? Regional guys versus, like, UFC caliber fighters? What? What do you expect? Conor's in the back with him. It'd be funny if Conor's like, I'm sick of you guys. I'm out of here. You guys sicken me. And just leaves. The Kamaru Usman season. Wasn't there like a sweep in that too? I see a Sober Carl's thing. Wasn't Kamaru's season, wasn't there like a dominating, didn't like, oh no, Kamaru was like the last one that was holding his own? I can't remember. This guy's just crying. Not really, he's just complaining. I'm going to be better, I'm going to come back, I'm going to do this. Yeah, so what are they going to do here? Oh, next week is a sweep. Okay. So next week, Hunter is... Yeah, good luck. Azure. Yeah, all right. This will be a sweep. So this guy's from Boston on Team McGregor next week. Dude, I'm watching him throw a punch. He is... Oh, man. Oh, my God, dude. Dude, there's no way this kid wins. There's no way. They... Ends in pandemonium. So yeah, so Conor loses. They just spoiled that. So they show a clip of next week. So Conor's all fired up in the cage, and why am I watching? Dude, why am I doing? All right, let's recap. We'll talk a little Ngannou and Fury, and then we'll get the fook out of here. Okay. It might be a night for a gummy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hearns, baby. Thank you so much, Hearns.
Conor had the opportunity to at least get one veteran team. His pride got in the way.
Yeah, you're right. That's true, right? He did, right? He picked the rookies, and then he had a chance to pick the other team, but he said he wanted rookies all around for both weight classes. And that's a good point. Good point, Hearns. Good point. So now they showed a clip of next week's episode, which is number 8, right? So that will be the clean sweep, 100%. I mean, just judging from... Dude, it's like they don't even disguise... Like, they don't even try to disguise and swing you in a direction. Like, they're just like, oh, this is going to happen. Like, it's the weirdest way to promote a show. It's like, let's just show you what happens. And for Jason Knight, too, like, he didn't really say anything, but... There should be a disclosure. There should be something where you kind of have to say, you can't really talk about anything. Like, just say, tune in for TUF. Like he's just saying, wait until you see me perform and see me do this and that. You know, like, hold on a second. Let's look at Jason's Instagram. Like, because I do feel like it does spoil. And then Conor saying that he swept Chandler. Well, he's not really going against his contract because he said the reverse, right? So, aye. Jason the Kid Knight. Just getting started. Tomorrow night on ESPN, I look to extend our win streak to 7-0. I mean, why would he even post if he lost? Like, he would just shut the fuck up, right? With some awesome-ass coaches like we had for TUF 31, it's a surprise that team Michael Chandler is riding a 6-fight win streak going into my fight. Big thanks. Okay. Also big thanks. All right, so it's just thanks. Next Tuesday night on ESPN, it is finally my turn. Make sure you do not miss this episode. Like, if he lost... he would never post that, you know? So and nothing, listen, if I was Jason Knight and I could get away with posting this, I would post the same shit. I don't give a fuck. But my goodness, it does. It just, it clearly ruins the show. Yeah, so I don't know. Those that watched along, we'll see some highlights here from TUF. We usually like to recap the episode that we've just watched. So let's do that. TUF 31, clean sweep. Not yet. Next week. What's this? See, that's when they said it's never happened before. It's a clean sweep. No.
We see if anybody wants to go over to the other team.
We'll see if anyone wants to go to the other team. So, I mean, they're only 7 in, though. You got one more week. What are you talking about? Have your one guy fight the whole team.
Got it. Team McGregor is now 0-7, and you can see it starting to weigh on Conor. He came.
Oh, God, help me. Oh, my God, dude. Yeah, here's the quarterfinals fights. So it's Enrico Disculo from Boston fighting Hunter Azure. Yeah, good luck with that. So that's the number 1 guy and fighting number 4 guy on McGregor's team. Oh, yes. What a show. What a show. Such a delightful experience. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about a little Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury and get the fuck out of here. So first off in the chat, are you excited, yes or no, about Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou? And I just wanted to let you guys know, say yes or no in the chat, that this is an exhibition bout. We still don't know all the rules, but there's a good chance there's like a no knockdown thing in there, and it's in Saudi Arabia, and you know, there's not gonna be a blemish on anyone's record. So you're excited sexually? I can tell you right now, I'm not. At first, I was like, all right, cool, good for Francis. Like, I actually was genuinely happy for Francis, but I am not excited. As soon as I heard exhibition, the dreaded word exhibition, I was like, get me out of here. So Classy Nasty is excited about it. Okay. Let's see. I was on the edge of my seat throughout the whole show. Francis would have made more by now if he stayed in the UFC. That's not true. This dude, this bag that he's going to collect, this bag against Tyson Fury is going to be absurd. This is Saudi money. Dude, Francis financially made just the right move. So, no, that's false. But I would have loved to see him, you know, in the UFC for sure. Stay there. Francis is a clown. I mean, why are we shitting on Francis? I gotta say this. I think the bigger clown, and it pains me to say because I'm a big fan of Tyson Fury, but I think he comes across as a bigger clown. I do. I feel like, you know, Tyson Fury has a chance. Like, he actually is the guy with the belts, and they can't get these deals done. Like, he says he's going to retire, and then he's just like, all right, instead I'm going to fight an exhibition bout against an MMA guy. Like, it's, you know? So Francis, I don't think it's a bad deal because Francis never really made a bag like this. And I actually, financially, it's a great deal for Tyson Fury. It just kind of, it's a bummer, you know? It is a bummer. Maybe if Tyson Fury takes it as a silly, goofy fight, you know? Agree to disagree? So you think Tyson Fury comes out better in this? There's no fucking way. I mean, I don't know. How do you think Tyson Fury comes out better in this? The whole boxing community is furious at Tyson Fury. They're furious. The whole MMA community is not furious at Francis. In fact, the MMA community feels like idiots. Everyone that was shitting on Francis, and now Francis is doing this. Like, how could you shit on the guy? The dude wanted, you know, he wanted a big bag. Like, I mean, ever since he was a kid, his dream was to be a professional boxer. And now he's, I mean, it's exhibition, but he's still getting in a ring and boxing this generation's greatest heavyweight. Francis, like, was fucking digging ditches, and here he is. So how could you shit on Francis? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense unless You're doing it as a, an MMA fan that, like, selfishly, I want Francis to stay in the UFC, right? Biggest, baddest man in the UFC. Selfishly, I want him there. But I mean, how could you criticize Francis? Dude came from nothing, absolutely nothing, from mud. My man came from mud.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All the limp-wristed journos are giddy because they think Ngannou stuck it to the man. He gets a payday and a beating from Fury, then what? Goes to PFL and fights who? I'd much rather him fight guys like Jones, Stipe and Pavlovich. Fury is a clown too.
Yeah, Fury comes out way worse. But here's the thing, like, what Francis, okay. I mean, I want Francis to stay in the UFC. I want to see him fight John Jones. As a fan, selfishly, that's what I want, right? That's what I want. But Francis been there, done that, and he redeemed himself with Stipe Miocic, who is the greatest heavyweight of all time. He got that redemption win. He did everything he had to do. He was injured in his fight against Gane. He became wrestling Francis and still defeated Ciryl Gane, right? And then people would be like, well, Ciryl Gane was exposed with John Jones, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fucking matter. Francis did what he said he was going to do. And one of the things on his bucket list was to get a big payday against a Tyson Fury. If he stays in the UFC, okay, if he stays there and gets smoked by John Jones, the fight against Tyson Fury, poof, gone. Gone. So if you think about it, and I hate to agree with a man with a big schnoz, I hate to do it because I know he's pro Francis Ngannou. But I being as unbiased as possible, how do you criticize Francis? You know, how do you criticize the dude? He went for the bag. Most of us would do the same thing. Now, as a fan, do I want to watch that exhibition bout? No, it sounds like nonsense. You know? Not paying for that. It's just not happening. But, you know, we'll do a stream. We'll capitalize on it. We'll sell out, you know? Tyson is doing this fake boxing match because he feels bad for Francis. It's almost like a charity thing, but he is lowering himself. Tyson Fury, I mean, he's going the Mayweather route right now, and he still arguably is one of the best ever, right? The Usyk fight was there. It could have been made, but instead he's fighting Francis in exhibition. Why is Tyson doing this? Because it's an easier fight. 2, it means nothing if he loses. 3, he's probably going to make more money doing this in Saudi Arabia. So Tyson's doing it for a bag. Francis is doing it for a bag. I get it. But I don't know. I understand why people are upset, but I think Francis looks a little bit better in this one. I do. I mean, Tyson Fury was, other than the alcoholism, the severe demons that Tyson Fury had to battle to be where he is, I don't know if Tyson Fury was digging ditches in Africa. I don't think he was. You know, chewing on leaves and shit. I don't know what the hell he was doing over there. If Francis fought Stipe Miocic in a trilogy, Stipe Miocic wins all day long. Did you see the second fight? Now listen, anything can happen. And I was rooting for Stipe in the second fight. But my goodness, Francis made adjustments. Francis with Extreme Couture made the appropriate adjustments. And boy, oh boy, was it a bad night for Stipe. I did want to see that trilogy happen. That ship has long sailed. And Stipe fighting John Jones is a joke. Let's not forget, the UFC has Stipe Miocic versus John Jones. That's a big announcement, right? It's a joke. It is a joke. Because if John Jones goes in there and batters the 41-year-old Stipe, maybe 42 at the time, if he goes in there and batters that man, he batters the greatest heavyweight of all time. It's an embarrassment in MSG. The greatest heavyweight of all time is a sacrificial lamb for John Jones. Not just the Ngannou screwing things up, but I mean, why isn't John Jones fighting Pavlovich? The guy that truly deserves it. Well, I know why. We all know why. It's not because of the better fight Stipe. The story's better with Stipe. We all know why. That's not happening. Not saying John can't beat Pavlovich, but we know why it's not happening.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hearns.
Saudis probably sacrificed 20 belly dancers. Couple stolen gold
Dude,
bars.
could you imagine the money these guys gonna fucking make for an exhibition bout in Saudi Arabia? Dude, these guys, their stupid money. Oh my God. I don't mind the Stipe fight if Stipe was, I don't know, when was the last time he fought? If Stipe was semi-active and not 41, I wouldn't mind it. Stipe last fought, and listen, I'm saying this now, right? When we get closer to the Stipe fight, I'm still a fan of the sport, and I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, you know? But what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to make is, if we're going to criticize Francis, well, maybe we should criticize the UFC as well. You know, there are two parties here. Stipe 24-0, and seriously, I still look at him as the greatest heavyweight, right? If you just look at his streak. You know, a very impressive run by Stipe. But Francis, so he'll be 41 by then. Stipe's last fight was in 2021, March of 2021. And that was the Francis loss. Where literally, he'll be fighting almost in 2024. Dude. You know? Holy shit. If Stipe Miocic goes into this fight and gets slaughtered by John Jones, how does that make the UFC look? Think about it. If John Jones just goes in there and slaughters Stipe, which I don't think is going to happen. I think there's going to be mutual respect. I even think John's going to kind of pump the brakes, maybe not push the pace. I don't know. Or maybe he's just going to bulldoze him. But I don't think it's going to work out well for Stipe. I don't. And it's a bummer, man. See Stipe get annihilated after a 3-year break. It's something I kind of don't want to see. I'm interested in seeing how Jones' stand-up looks if he can't get an immediate takedown. Okay. Yeah, Stipe's a pretty good striker. I mean, Stipe's very well-rounded, right? He's got the grappling. He's got the striking. Although he was exposed against Ngannou, man, in the second fight. I mean, damn, man. Stipe looked lost out there with Ngannou in the second fight. The first fight was great. The first fight was nuts. I got to rewatch this again because the first round was so intense, and then the rest of the fight was nonsense because Stipe was just, he was grinding the shit out of Francis. Francis was gasping for air. That was in 2018. My God, how time flies. That first round was, I remember being on the edge of my seat. Right? Dude, the Stipe voice. Dude, that's a wow. You've been here for a minute. I'll give you some Stipe voice. When we get closer to that fight, don't worry, I'll give you a heavy dose of it. But yeah, the first round was crazy, and then it turned into a snoozer because Stipe nullified everything with Francis, gassed him out, and Stipe got the win there. And then, man, that rematch, the adjustments by Ngannou, holy fuck. Dude, it was brutal, man. Brutal. I picked Miocic in this fight. Listen, I'm high on Stipe, man. I respect Stipe a lot. But I got to be realistic here on this one. You know? So like I said, if you're going to criticize Ngannou, this matchup here could be a nightmare. I'm so far his ass, I'm coming out of his mouth. Dude, listen.
I'm coming. I'm coming!
You guys. Dude, you guys going to make this too easy for me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go against me on this one, man. If you do not want to know the outcome, do not tune into this show anytime we talk about it, because I tell you, I will guarantee the winner for you. I mean, it's not even a question who's going to win this thing. It's not even a doubt in my mind who's going to win this fight at this stage of the game. It's not even a doubt. So, I mean, if you want to dance all the way to this fight, well, I'm game, man. But this is gonna be an easy one for me. I don't like when you guys make it easy for me. You know. But that's interesting. Let me see. Let me see in the chat. I'm gonna do a poll. Holy smoke! Let's see who. All right, who wins? Who wins? How many people are gonna make this fun? Actually, very curious now. I mean, I think this is like a no-brainer. Okay. 80K Peter Dinklage in the studio. What? It was 80-20 last time? Okay. All right, let's see where we're at here. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be like that. I mean, if you do think Stipe is going to win, I respect your opinion, but if you're going to bet on it, I'd hate to see you just lose that money, you know? I understand what the UFC is going to try to sell with this fight, you know, and they're going to do a very good job of selling it. And when Stipe gets on the mic, he knows how to sell a fight. The trash talk and the lead up to this thing is going to be it's going to be the cringiest shit ever. But Jon Jones is coming back, right? MSG. This could be the retirement fight for both guys. We've mentioned this before. I truly think that this is going to be Jon Jones' last ride. How great to retire after beating, you know, it's not even arguable. Stipe is the greatest heavyweight in the UFC. So Jon Jones beats this man. That's it. There's nothing more he has to do. Francis is already gone. You know, there's really nothing more he has to prove. Jon Jones can retire, lay the gloves down in MSG. Big deal. Stipe loses here. It's been a good run, you know? You make your final run, MSG. It's been a good ride. But I have a feeling we're going to see a double retirement here. I don't know enough about Stipe, but what would happen if Stipe wins? Then what with Jon Jones? So you're saying if Stipe wins, like what would happen with Jones? I mean, if it's a fucking nail biter of a fight, you might see another fight. You might. Stipe seems like he's still got some left in the gas tank. Like he seems like he's pretty confident. So who knows? Maybe you see another one. See if he's going to get one last good paycheck. Goes a long way and live in Ohio. Yeah, Stipe from Ohio. And like I said, I've been a big supporter of Miocic. I really respect what Stipe has done. Other than his trash talk on the mic. Like him on the mic is one of the cringiest things I've ever had to listen to. But at least he's open and honest about his mumbling, and, you know, when he's asked questions, he just stumbles through them. But yeah, I don't know what's cringier, this fight or... I got to be honest with you. It's almost as... I mean, at least this is a real fight. At least this goes on the record. Whereas Fury and Ngannou, that's just ridiculous. That's exhibition. It's a bummer, man. Like, all right, you know, how great of an FU would that have been if Francis Ngannou was fighting Tyson Fury for, like, an actual professional fight, you know? Some Fugazi promotion they put together or something. Record on the line. You know? That would make things so much more interesting. But I know what's going to happen, man. I know what's going to happen. Dana's going to get on the mic and he's going to say, well, it's an exhibition bout, and just laugh. That's what he's going to do. That's his way of deflecting any attention to Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury. He's not going to give a fuck, you know? So yeah, I feel like good for Francis. I'm happy for Francis. I'm glad he's getting a bag. But at the same time, it does nothing to really hurt the UFC. The UFC doesn't have to rush to really make an announcement as much as we made jokes about it. They don't. All right, let's get some final thoughts in the chat. I see the poll, 77% to 23%. So there is 23% of the people think Stipe is going to win. Okay. When he's mumbling, he says he does his talking in the cage. I'd rather see that than to see a person who talks a lot of crap and gets beat up all the time. Well, not me. I'd rather, like, for instance, Sean Strickland, I'd rather listen to that shit. Dude, it's hilarious. And I get more hyped. Whereas Stipe Miocic, like, I've been excited for Stipe fights, but it's usually because of the dance partner. You know? I'd rather be excited for the actual fighter on the mic. I feel like this job here, I know people say it's, you know, it's not WWE, it's the UFC, it's a different thing. Me personally, I rather the full package. I rather a lesser fighter that has a good balance than like a superstar that is trash on the mic. Like, for instance, if Bo Nichols just starts running through everybody and he can't pull together his personality, I'm not going to be a Bo Nichols fan. You know, they don't have to be the best.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got Roberto.
Oop really have matched boxer ticket prices. I feel that there's a dark behind that. Good luck. Last sacrifice of Aztecs sold very well, lol.
Let me read this again here. UFC really have matched boxer ticket prices. I feel that there is a dark behind that. Good luck. Last sacrifice of Aztecs sold very well. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Hearns, you kind of lost me on that one. I don't know what you're saying there. But you're saying the prices are similar with UFC and boxing? Thank you.
Super
I don't know. It went over my head. I don't know why. Thank you, Tampa Tom, man. Appreciate it. Hey, thank you guys for the donations.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Appreciate that. So, okay. So anyway, to wrap this in a little bit of a bow, maybe we'll keep this conversation going in the comment section. What would you prefer? Would you prefer the athlete that's not so good on the mic but just phenomenal in the cage? Would you like a balance? Like, I think of a guy like Nate Diaz, not the best fighter in the world, but very entertaining. You know, even if he mumbles into the mic, he's entertaining. There's something about him that is likable. Mike Perry, not the best fighter in the world, but when he was in the UFC, I always would tune in because he is a crazy man in the cage, but he's funny on the mic. You know, I think that's a big part of the game. I really do. I think you have to sell yourself a little bit. You don't have to be obnoxious. You could be a Chase Hooper, you know? Even Chase Hooper, like every once in a while, he'll say something that's kind of funny, you know? Like, I don't know. Chael Sonnen's, you know, he was so great at that. But some of these other fighters are so bland on the mic where it's just like, I don't care if they win or lose, you know? You kind of want to get invested. When you're watching a team play a football game or a soccer or whatever, right? And it's a group of guys. So you don't really care about their personalities, right? You're just watching a team coexist and try to win a big trophy. But when fighting, you're watching one person. So you need more than just a fight. You need to say, okay, why do I want to get invested in this fighter? Oh, because they're a good fighter? That's like a front runner, right? I think the charm of the UFC is you're watching people kill each other in a cage, but you're kind of rooting for them because you can relate to them in some sort of way, you know? So that's how I look at it when I watch these fights. You know, I want to say, okay, how can I get invested? And it's even better when you get to meet these guys or gals, and then you can say, okay, well, I know this person. Now they're going in there. It makes it interesting, you know? So that's where I stand on that. Personality to build a brand. And especially if you want to be successful, you have to, you know? Like, I can't wait for Sadiq's next fight, man. You know, he's got his gimmick with his the predictions and stuff like that. He's killing it, you know? And he hasn't fought in how long? But he's staying relevant. Colby Covington, greetings, nerds and virgins. It may not work for everybody, but he grew a fan base. I love Diaz brothers. Also, Mike Perry was awesome too. I did not say I don't like trash talk. I'm the biggest Chael Sonnen fan in here. Okay, so there you go. And you could be a Stipe fan. Some people like Stipe Miocic because he's a dad. He's a family man. He's a fireman. You know, and that's fine. That's fine. But I don't give a fuck. If you're a good dad, you're supposed to be a good dad. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's not something to pat yourself on the back. If you're not a good dad, you're just a piece of shit, you know? Like, in life, you should be a good dad. So if people are like, yo, Stipe is a great father, well, he should be. I mean, that's as soon as you fucking shoot a fucking load into a woman, you know, and that load turns into a baby, you got to be a good daddy, you know? On that note, have a great night, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by. You guys are all wonderful, wonderful. If you haven't got it all out, get it all out in the comments section. I want to see what you got to say. And be a good dad, okay? Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole. Good night. Eat those gummies.